Good morning. It is, what day is it? Thursday, I believe, February 1st, 8:56 a.m. and about 27 degrees Celsius here on the stunning island of Koh Samet in Thailand. And I just thought I would do a live stream because why not? I see Brad Palmer is here, Sheena Roberts, Nelson, Gillian, and a lot of others. Jeanette, Mark D, our CEO, I believe is here. George, Cam, Marge, thank you for tuning in, guys. Rocky Rambo. I'm gonna step away from the chat for a sec and in front of the camera. So here we are. This is the Gulf of Thailand. This is my first time stepping foot into the ocean, or not the ocean, the Gulf today. And I am right next to the hotel resort where I'm staying, although those chairs were full, so I came over one spot over on the beach and I rented some beach chairs for the day. And when my buddy Dehan comes, I think I'm gonna pick up the gimbal and we're gonna go for a walk around the beach a little bit. I just wanted to kind of hang out and show you guys what it was like here. It's quite stunning, as you can see. It would probably be a lot better if I would shut up, but it is what it is. Tana says, looks awesome. DA is here. Yeah, this is we're here for, I don't know how long we're here for. We might extend one more day. But Dehan was supposed to be here by now. I just want him to look over the stuff. I don't want to leave my bag with everything in it. Oh, here he comes. There comes Bartholomew. We just had breakfast over at the place we were staying. And my iPhone is already showing signs of overheating. It has dimmed the screen. Oh well, here comes the guardian of my bag. I do have sunscreen on, so I'm pretty much ready to go. Hello, Bartholomew.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, from wherever you're watching from.
Complete with his bag of tricks. All right, so things you need to go to the beach. Some kind of snack. It's a banana cupcake. Power, just in case you run out. This one has a lightning and USB-C cable built in. Sunscreen, if you need a top off, which you will. Water. And of course, the real stuff. You gotta get yourself a Singha. So these chairs set us back 160 baht for the day. So we're just gonna relax for a moment or two and we can go explore the beach. Ooh. I won't lie, I can't see the chat that well. Gonna have to squint to do it. What happens when it gets really, really hot, the iPhone has some overheating protection measures and it kind of dims the screen. Novell Cost wants to see some crabs. Yeah, I think my foot is a good substitute for that. But I recorded a beach walk here the other day. So that'll be up on the channel probably early next week. Should we get walking here? I don't know, Dehan, do you want some peace and quiet? Do you want some peace and quiet? Should I get up and start moving?
Sounds good. I'm gonna take a nap.
All right.
Go quite early this morning.
If I have connection problems, I might have to come back. A. Petrus asks, when am I coming back to Toronto? Hopefully never. I mean, you'd hope that too if this was your view. Just gonna put my bag on here. Put the mic to the bag. There we go, I think we're all ready to go. Again, it is very hard for me to see the chat. Let's say goodbye to Bart. I was going to stream with my other camera, but for simplicity's sake, it was easier just to pull this out. So we're gonna go head over to this monument up here, the Mermaid and the Child. Everyone's saying bye to Bart. Cam says I look like a tourist. I thought I gave off the appearance of a local. What the hell? I don't want to look like a tourist. So this is one of the more like underrated, underappreciated islands in the country. And one of the reasons for that is it's not on the typical backpacker circuit. You've probably heard of Koh Samui, Koh Phangan, Koh Phi Phi, Koh Chang, of course Phuket, and all kinds of other destinations. This one, Koh Samui, for my money, is as nice or nicer than any of them. And the beauty of this place is it's just a 2.5-hour car ride plus a short ferry ride from Bangkok, so no domestic flight necessary. Literally just rent a car, or you could take the bus as well. Jellybean is here, Johnny Sales channel. Sorry, Jellybean, there are no Starbucks on this island. There is nothing chain related at all. So we've got to navigate this here. I was saying it looks so exhausting to travel all the way here. Yeah, but that's the price you pay for living where we do. This is my favorite country, I think. My favorite country for cities to explore is Japan. But Thailand just gives you absolutely everything. It gives you the big cities, or at least one of them. And it gives you the most pristine and perfect islands and beaches. It's all kinds of hiking and that sort of thing. I'm not super into that, but it's here. It's also got the best food, and it's super affordable. Place looks epic. Can't wait to put boots on the ground. Yeah, so if you're coming to Thailand and you don't really want to deal with multiple domestic flights getting around and dealing with the restrictions of the different budget airline carriers and all that fun stuff, I would just say screw it, go to Bangkok and book a trip out here. One thing that is a little bit low in supply is nightlife. There's literally one bar that is kind of a party scene. Everything else is pretty ho-hum quiet. But you may like that. I don't mind. I don't really care to party. Fortunately, the internet's holding up. There's the mermaid and the child. And we are at over 260 concurrent viewers. Thank you guys. So last night we went to a fire show on this beach. There were multiple fire shows. I wanted to record it. I actually kind of wanted to stream it, but it was also a copyright music fest, so I took a short clip I may put up on Stumbles. Maybe I'll YouTube short it. But I believe we're heading south. And this is Sai Kau Beach, one of 14 beaches on this island. This is the most popular and thus the most touristy. I would say about 80% of the tourists at this time of year are from China right now. And there's a fair few from Eastern Europe. Not too many Americans, Canadians, Brits, or Australians here. But where I started recording this is right near where the resort we're staying at is. These are all bars and restaurants. No issues at all getting a beach chair here. There's tiger sharks here. Jenny K says, damn, that looks beautiful. I've had to take my sunglasses off and go into full squint mode just to be able to read the screen. So much for the iPhone having a screen. That shit dimmed right away when it felt this heat. Get my feet wet now. So I think my plan with Daehan is just to chill on those lounge chairs till about noon. I'm gonna do maybe a review video of the resort hotel where I'm staying, and then maybe record a walk around the island itself, off the beach through some of the main roads. Here's where the fire show, one of the fire shows is. I think this might be the best one. I just want to catch some shade. Give me a chance to read the chat. Cam says, too bad I can't swim. you think I could retire here? Not on this island. Too slow. Too slow. Not a whole lot going on. No, this is Koh Samui, not Phuket. But if I retired in this region, I would be at places like this all the time. Greetings, Mark. Sally Smith checking in. So again, this is the most popular of 14 beaches. The hotel I'm staying in includes breakfast right on the beach. It's pretty spectacular just eating, and it was pretty good. I had baked beans, French toast, pigs in a blanket, an omelet, watermelon, cantaloupe, pineapple, a coffee, and a juice. Is my friend staying with me the entire trip? Yeah, he's, well, staying next to me. We've got rooms with an adjoining door. We're not actually sure where we're going next, either tomorrow or the next day. We'll be blowing this popsicle stand. He had a thought to go to Chiang Mai. He also had a thought to go to Pattaya or Jomtien. I'm kind of leaning towards Jomtien if we do that. Another thought was back to Bangkok. The only thing set in stone is we are here tonight. We checked with our hotel. It is not fully booked, so we can extend our stay if we want. There's all the jet skis for rent. You got to be careful of the jet ski scams in this country. If you ever rent a jet ski or motorbike, do fully document the condition of it, because when you return it, they might find a nick or scratch and start to try to extract money out of you. So what we'll do, we'll go down the beach a little bit more, and then we'll come up this way and we'll go into the island itself. And I'll show you a bit of what that's like. There's someone selling some food. Too early in the morning for whatever the heck that is. And at night, there's like a good 50 more feet of beachfront here. It's definitely a low tide at night. And there is the place I booked but canceled. I booked two places. That is the Grandview. Someone I met on my last trip to Thailand who has a YouTube channel, Kicks TV, he recommended going here when I DM'd him and said, hey, where should I go in Koh Samui? He gave a big thumbs up to this place. I think it would have been just fine had we have stayed there. Oh, it looks like there's a leak in that hose. I'm getting wet here. I'm just gonna catch some shade under these trees. Hey, what do you know, a swing set. I wonder if I can manually crank the brightness back up on the iPhone. One sec, guys. So I'm gonna see. Hopefully I don't. Full brightness here. Gotta love the iPhone. Jenny Case's greetings all at the beach. This place looks all right. Imagine having a balcony with an ocean view. That would be sick. I would be just live streaming from there. I think that's one of the higher end places, Winks Beach Club. I've seen this lady pacing back and forth on the beach all morning. They just got nailed. The Sawatsi Coco. I'm sure I mispronounced that. See, I didn't venture to any of the other beaches here, really. It's a small enough and slow-paced enough island that a lot of people just rent motorbikes and screw around. I don't do that. I've seen too many people in Thailand turn into a human pizza. I don't think my e-bike riding in Toronto translates to knowing what the hell I'm doing on a motorbike here, even though you can rent one for about 20 bucks a day. It's quite reasonable. I'd rather not have a hospital stay. And that's the thing, they're easy enough to ride. I've ridden one before. But when you hit like an emergency or panic situation without the proper training, that's when shit goes wrong. So you'll hear all kinds of people say, oh, they're easy, mate. Just rent one. You'll be fine. Yeah, you're fine until you're not fine. Jelly Bean says flamingo floats. We've made it to the end of Saigao Beach. It's pronounced, or it's spelled with a K, but I think it's more of a G sound. The locals say it so fast that it's hard to Oh, look at this. We've still got full connection here. Where's Daehan? Daehan is way the F over there. John Barrientos, H. Hustle. Before we move back, let's just sit here for a minute. Why not? Sit my ass down on the rocks. So there was a little side road I showed you earlier. We're gonna go up that and just wander into town a little bit. I'll show you the dueling 7-Elevens. Mark Lang, greetings. Dial-Up Dan, yes. The water is warmer. It's warmer than the water in Punta Cana. The temperature is about the same. But the ocean here is quite, or I guess the Gulf, technically it's not an ocean, is quite nice. How long am I in Thailand? Ooh, maybe another week or so. I was joking in the premiere. Someone's like, why do you always go here? I'm like, all right, maybe just to troll. And as soon as I get home, I'll book another trip and turn around and come back. Lisa says the sky is okay. Yeah. It's not the bluest I've seen it, but the water is amazing. So thank you for tuning in. There'll be at least a few more streams from Thailand, I think, coming up. There might be one more island in store. I try to stream every other day when I'm away. Did I go scuba diving? No. Arjot had a hot chocolate today. Noni says don't come back, it's cold. Greetings, Claudia. 15 says, going on my first flight, any suggestions to get rid of jitters? Where are you going? If you're of age, get yourself a bottle of wine as soon as the seatbelt sign comes off. If it's an international flight, it should be free. Thinking of moving to Thailand in the distant future? Probably not, but I'll certainly visit it. Jelly bean, 10 bucks. Foot massage fund. Unless you want to see me kick a masseuse, you do not want, or I do not want to have a foot massage. But thank you, Jelly Bean, for the 10 bucks. Yeah, my feet are super ticklish. Touching them is an invitation to get donkey kicked. All right, we'll stay here 2 more minutes and we'll get back up. Thank you, Jelly Bean, for the 10 bucks. I'm going to say of all the beaches I've been to, this one is one of the nicest. Jeff says hi from Peterborough, Ontario. Nice view. Hello. We've got some fishermen walking by. You're 55 going to Portugal. Yeah, I wouldn't worry. I personally like an aisle seat over a window seat. Gives you an opportunity to get up and walk around and stretch, and use the bathroom whenever you want. With a window seat on a long flight, you kind of feel like you're pinned in there. And if you don't know your seatmates, it can be awkward. every time you need to use the facility. But yeah, get yourself a bottle of wine, or 2 or 3. That always helps. That is wrong, Mike. Unless that's someone. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if that was picked up way off in the distance. Fell off their board. Jeanette also providing or preferring the airplane seat. Your Air Canada airport adventure was so stressful you felt your blood pressure going up? You know what though? As bad as that was, I think I had like a dozen different boarding passes printed at one point. They got me to where I was going on a better flight than what I paid for. Only 5 hours later, I mean, I ended up spending $50 at the Amsterdam airport. I wouldn't have otherwise, but... And what's funny is Air Canada, we're trying to work this out. They sent me a sorry for your troubles complimentary $400 flight voucher. So I have $400 in flight credits from Air Canada because of what happened. They didn't say it was compensation. They said something to do with the fact that this is a goodwill gesture. My friend Dehan, on exactly the same flights, didn't get it. He applied for compensation and he got rejected. So why did Air Canada give me $400 and not him? Maybe it was a business decision. Maybe I fly more with Air Canada. Maybe they saw my Aeroplan and saw a lot of points and were like, we need to keep this person happy. Maybe they saw my YouTube channel and couldn't figure out who Bart is, so they only gave me the goodwill gesture. Either way, I think it's a pretty ass that we both went through exactly the same thing on the same flight, and I got $400 and he didn't. And he got denied formal compensation because they're using the excuse of a mechanical issue, when I believe the actual reason was there was a pilot shortage. So yeah, if that was just a business decision, I've worked on that side of things. Sometimes two people in the same situation as a company, you do treat someone a little better based on their status with you or their history. For instance, when I worked in car insurance at a university, if someone was having payment problems, if they were a new client, we would just cancel them and say, get the hell out of here. But had they been with us for like 10 years and they'd always been good and made their payments, we would say, okay, here's some rope. We'll extend it. So there are, I get the business decision side of it, but still, it's shitty that I got $400 and he didn't. So we're gonna try to figure it out. The Velcos is maybe they switched to mechanical pilots. Lisa says this is a strange conversation direction. Yeah, let's go back to beaches. All right, 1 minute, I'm gonna get up. Deborah Ball. I did a 4K quality video with my other camera, walk on this beach, and then I did a silent one. So I think I'm going to put the silent one on the Johnny Stumble channel. And if you're wondering, this island extends all the way to that end. It's about 13 square kilometers. And it's about a 10-kilometer ferry from the port on the mainland to the island. You could take a 150-baht public ferry where they'll cram you on there like sardines, and you will possibly have to wait a ferry or two because they sell out. Or you could take oh, there's a fish just booting around. Or you could take a private speedboat, which is what we did. And nearly get thrown out of the boat 100 times on the way. How's the water? The water is warm and salty. This is very salty water. All right, we are up. So we'll stroll onto one of the local roads for a little bit, then maybe we'll pop back to the beach. That beer over by where our seats are, it's kind of calling my name. Any crabs? I've seen a few. These rocks I'm on are very slippery. I'm gonna have to be super careful here. I do not have the right footwear. There we go. Rocky Rambo, $2. Thanks for telling me how the water is. Rocky Rambo, and thank you for the $2 and the support. Thank you. Should we rent one of these things? Our hotel's still cheap in Bangkok. Where I stayed was a pretty prime location. And it had a stunning rooftop pool. It was like $80 a night with a queen bed. Good shower, super comfortable bed, quiet. Near transit, so you could easily get one for less than that. Lisa says I look like a flamingo. I bought this special moisturizing sunscreen that is meant for your face, but it's only SPF 30. Oh, there's someone trying to get up on the paddleboard. Oh! I don't think Borat is saying great success on that one. Yeah. Let's go walk in the water a little more. Am I meeting up with Action Kid soon? I don't think so. We were talking about it since we were both over here. I think we have slightly different travel styles. He likes to come for like a month or two. I'm more of a 2-week at a time kind of person. He likes to really explore where he is and do a whole lot of videos like he's doing in Taipei. Whereas I like to just do a few videos from each place, do a live stream or two, and kind of take it easy. I guess what I'm trying to say is he works a lot harder than me. I saw the barefoot vlogger was in Thailand. Alina McLeod is here. I was begging Action Kid to come. Oh man, that beach is gorgeous. The white sand. Hey, we've cracked 400 viewers. Thank you guys. There'll be a few more live streams from this part of the world. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified, and then there'll be a whole lot of Tirana. But I have no more Toronto content, so everything you see from here on and until I'm back is stuff I've made and edited on the road. Maybe Air Canada will send me on another wild adventure when it's time to go back. Brad Popper says, way nicer beach than Punta Cana. Different. Punta Cana is fantastic in its own right. But yeah, I think I like this just a hair more. Of all the islands I've been to in Thailand, this one might have just become my favorite. I think the fact that it's just so easy to get to from Bangkok. Much of the island is actually a national park. You have to pay a 200 baht fee, which is about $8 when you get off the ferry just to come in. Fair enough. And up into the 80s, this wasn't even open to the public. I've got all these rocks in my sandals I'm trying to pick off here. Someone was asking about stingrays. Not really a worry, I think. Yeah, I've got some nasty rocks in here. I'm gonna try to rinse these off. Hey, I see a super chat, but I cannot read it clearly. Let's go find some shade. A boy who something or other? Now my fingers are all wet. Buy Bart a puka shell necklace, $13.99. From a boy named Disu. Sorry about that. Challenges of streaming in these conditions. My fingers, thank you. A boy named Disu. $13.99 to buy Bart a puka shell necklace. Don't worry, if you're a Bart fan, we're going to be going back. We're going to leave the beach just for a little bit. So you can do a 5-island hopping tour. 600 baht, that is not bad. It's like $25 a person. And that takes you from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's a 4-island hopping tour. I'm really all about just kind of taking it slow and not doing those excursions, but if you're here for an extended period of time, I think it makes sense. And this is why you carry your sandals on the beach and you don't walk with them on your feet. Typical like beach town island kind of vibes through here. Look at the herds of people. It's weird denominations on your YouTube super chat. Either way, thank you so much for the super chat. We'll see if we can get that puka shell necklace for Bartholomew. Look, it's Weed Island. There's one of the hotel resorts. Chris watching from Markham, Ontario. They got the tourist police here. They generally have representatives that speak English. I think they'll also have some Mandarin speaking tourist police. And in some parts they have Russian speaking ones. Here's where you could take one of the bot buses, these green things. I don't know how much they cost. I haven't taken one. In Pattaya, I know they're just 10 baht. Here, I think they might be a little more than that. But when we got dropped off at the ferry pier, we opted just to walk to the hotel. It was only 20 minutes. I wanted to explore the island a little bit. How much is the bot bus? How much is this? The Banfei Pier?
100 baht.
Okay, thank you. 100 baht to the pier when it's a 10-minute walk. Oh. No, I'm just reading information. Thank you. So if the bus fills up, it's 20 bucks. But if you just want to go and not wait for it to fill up, it's 100. And there's the different piers and beaches. So we go to the Nadan Pier. So I think we are right here, actually. So that is what it would cost. Camp says it looks like a Wes Anderson movie. Yeah, the current government, the new government, wants to roll back the weed regulations. But all that means is they're going to say it's medical only, but I doubt they're going to shut down all these retailers. It's kind of like what happened in Ontario when it was starting to legalize. There's just so many businesses here that would be shut down. There's the bot bus. So 20 baht if it's full, or 100 baht and you can go privately. We've got a 7-Eleven here. Hey look, if one isn't good enough for you, it reminds me of where I live in Midtown, where we have two Dollaramas. We've got all your usual places. It's a little bit lively around here at night. There's a marijuana shop. What's the real correct name for bot bus? I think Song Tao. So I'm not going to go all the way to the pier. One of my plans is to make a walking video from the pier. Motorbike for rent, $100 including gas. So that's about 100 baht. I think that's per hour, because that's about $4. But you don't want to turn into a human pizza, like I said. A lot of seafood. Oil massage, 300 baht for 60 minutes. It's like $10 for an hour-long massage. Maybe I'll do that today. Thai massage, 300 baht, 60 minutes. Some of these places at night have some stuff going on. They're not quite full-on parties. There's only one bar where that'll be the case. I don't really get eating in these restaurants when you can just eat on the beach. As soon as you get off the plane, you're getting a Thai massage. Dave in Bangor, Maine, greetings. Pad Thai, Pad Siu. There's the banana bar. So it carries on like this pretty much all the way to the ferry pier. We're not going to go that far. I'm going to save that for a video I'm going to record this afternoon. Best breakfast on Koh Samui. All right, so we're going to go back. We're going to take a slightly different way back, I think, and we're going to go find Bartholomew. Yeah, go sit down in front of the beach and crack that beer open. SG has never seen this part of Toronto. Yeah, it's kind of unique, isn't it? It's not quite like the rest of Toronto. This is Ajax. There's quieter parts of the island. I think there's only like 3 7-Elevens on the whole place. This is definitely kind of like ground zero if you want to stay near any conveniences. You heard the food is good here. I have yet to have any disappointing food. I've been eating mostly Thai food on the island. I did have some deep fried garlic short ribs that were pretty good. Same price, Thai massage, 60 minutes, 300 baht. There goes the baht buses. Sheena says garlic short ribs sound good. All right, so We could go back to the beach straight ahead here, but we're going to make a right and take a slightly different way. I could just take this way all the way back to the hotel, but we're going to stroll back to the beach. There's the Lazy Sandals Hotel. Quang Duan Bay, Frau Bay, Pha Krang Bay. We are like here, I believe. I wish they had a "You Are Here" map, but I think that's where we are. Rama Kanata, 200 Japanese yen. Arigato, thank you so much. Thank you for the 200 yen. Much, much appreciated. Hey, look what we got over here. Some of those things, whatever they are, as a parade of bot buses roll through. Little scavengers. So in a few minutes, we'll hop back over to the ocean. Chickens or hens? Remember that Seinfeld episode? You've got a chicken, a hen, and a rooster. Now who's doing who? I forget how it works, but classic Jerry Stiller. I don't know if these are little villas for rent or what. Ajax raccoons. So I think a lot of the locals live in these things. On the left, I see a lot of like clothes out for dry. I think there's only something like 90 families that live on the island. It's a cute spot. I'm guessing that is a rental. That's too rough for you. You guess you're bougie. There's like two main arteries throughout the island. This is just one of them. There's the White Sand Resort. We could probably cut through there and go right to the water. Chris Mills could do a month of this. I think there's two kinds of people. There's like the 2 or 3 days, that's enough. And then there's the, I could just fully unpack and set up camp in a place like this forever kind of people. Have I ever been mugged on my travels? I could say yes, I have. I was once on the boardwalk in like 2014 and I was kind of inebriated and someone ran up to me and gave me a big bear hug and they're like hee hee hee, and then they ran away and my wallet was missing. Fortunately, I only had about $100 in there and a bank card and my health card. I just went back to the hotel, canceled the bank card, pulled out one of my credit cards from the safe and my driver's license so I had ID, called the government, told them I lost my health card. They said they'd send me a new one right away, and that was that. Bought a new wallet. So all things considered, it wasn't the biggest of inconveniences. So we are back. That's the only time anything bad has happened, and that was my fault. I was completely hammered. We're back to that mermaid and the child monument where we were earlier. We're gonna head down to the beach in a second, but let's take a look. My hotel is just down that way. There's like the only like party place at night, Naga Bar. That is loud, like full on DJ. Place is bumping, there's a few people trying to dance. Happy hour 3 to 9, all cocktails. 100 baht. They've got a pool table in there. Vivian Johnson, Johnny, you missed Marge $5 super. Well, maybe I missed it on purpose, so you would send me a super to send me that. I'm scrolling up to see if I can see it. Let me sit down here for a sec. Sorry guys, the screen is so bright, but thank you, Vivian Johnson, for the $2. Is it gonna let me scroll up and see Marge? Our own CEO sending me a super chat to get my attention, to tell me that I missed another mod's super chat. I don't see it. I think I might be drunk. But thank you, moderators Marge, for the $5. Vivian Johnson, CEO extraordinaire, for the $2. Thank you guys. We're gonna head down to the water. Is there a safe way to do it here without dying? There's where I want to be. I guess we're gonna have to walk a little bit. Old Naga Bar. Mango 80. Hello. Can I get a mango smoothie?
Okay.
80 baht?
80 baht.
Okay if I record? I can record video? I'm watching my smoothie get made. Real mango going in there. Marge, $2. It was Mark D, not me. Sorry, Mark D, thank you. for the $5 and your support, Mark D. Channel member and supporter. Thank you, Mark D. Thank you, Marge. Sorry about that. Taste? Before I... Yes. 80 baht. It's good. Genius marketing, skip one, super chat and profit. Ooh. Thank you. Our change. I have a pile of 20s. I'm just going to leave to housekeeping. There we go. We got ourselves a mango smoothie with a handle for some reason. Thank you so much, Mark D, for the $5. Thank you to Marge and Vivian. All right, we found some stairs. Let's go see what Bart is up to. Oh man, isn't this gorgeous? So that concludes the wandering around portion of the stream. Now we begin the just sitting there portion. Maybe I'll get back up, I don't know, but I like this end of the beach where we are much better. It's quieter, it's nicer. There's Bart. What's up, Bart? Someone super chatted me to get you a puka shell necklace.
Are you? So hot.
You went into the ocean?
I'm going now.
Oh, we get to watch Bart go into the ocean. I'm gonna take my bag off. Sorry guys, I can't see the chat right now. Just give me a minute. Bart needs a t-shirt. Thank you again, Mark D. I was going to crack that Singha, but is he running away from the camera? There is no running away. Bart, we got 500 people watching you. What sort of creepy wildlife you have to watch out for? Oh, geckos and lizards. They tend to show up in your hotel, no matter how nice, clean, and modern your hotel is, but they will find a way in. Which is better, that $80 mango juice, 80 baht mango juice or booster juice? They are not terrible, but I mean, a fresh juice for less than $4. Could I give the camera a sip? That's about as close as I can get. Jeanette, $15. I missed a super chat from Sheena. I missed a mod super chat. My little scam of missing super chats and then having you guys send new super chats to tell me I missed super chats is working. Awesome. Scamming the hell out of you, but thank you, Jeanette, for the $15. Let me scroll up and see if I can find Sheena's. I never could locate Mark D's. I'm gonna have to go back after the stream. I shouldn't be missing any now. The screen is nice and bright. All right, Sheena, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you, Jeanette, as well, as Bart makes his return. Should I go into the ocean?
I think you should.
Should I show off my Super Dad Bod 2000?
Showing off my sunburn. It's killing me.
All right. I'm gonna, guys, we're not gonna be able to see the chat for a moment. You'd rather just chill, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna put the camera down. I'm gonna go get wet because when you're at the ocean, that's what you do. Then you come back. No, it's all good. I got the camera set up. Let's angle it a little bit more. It's kind of on a weird angle. There we go. All right, this is not safe for work, kids. Nobody needs to see me going into the ocean topless. Yet here we are. My shirt is... I was so sweaty, my t-shirt got stuck. I guess we can keep the bags more into the middle. Take my watch off. All right, I'm not going to go all the way in. I'm going to keep the mic with me. Everyone get the dollar bills ready. Jelly Bean, gonna make it rain. And now taking the stage, here is Johnny Strides. Cue the Santana music. That doesn't set the mood correctly to what's about to happen. Nothing will. All right, here we go. Walking into the ocean. At some point we might lose connection with the microphone. I'm just kind of holding it here. Maybe. Okay, I have clipped the microphone onto my sunglasses. So hopefully this works. This might be the dumbest idea of all time. Also, like walking through these big rocks here. Oh, there's a big rock right in front of me I don't want to step on. Woo! Oh, here's a big wave. Oh, we're over waist deep now. Hopefully you guys can hear this. I'll be pretty impressed if the microphone has this kind of range. Let's try to get shoulder deep. That's where the real action is. Oh, this is so nice. This is nice and warm. Woo. I think Dehan's taking my picture. What I don't want is to get my head wet because I've got the microphone attached to my sunglasses. Oh, the water's too calm. Just in case the audio isn't working, I'm going to come in and just ask you guys if it was working or not. Then we can turn around and come back into the ocean. Cue the Baywatch theme song. Sorry, 90s David Hasselhoff. You ain't got nothing on this guy. Check out where I put the microphone. I clipped the mic to my head. All right, so the question of the day is, when I was way out there in the water, could you hear me? Sheila Robert says Baywatch. Did the audio work all the way out there? I am so curious. Sheila Robert says Baywatch. Look at that.
Your father want to watch me build this.
She says the audio was good. Heard you nice and clear. Holy shit! So my microphone worked all the way
Yeah, it's creepy.
shoulder deep. You could hear it. We might have to do that again. I just clipped the mic to my sunglasses. All right, Bart, your turn. Go do the Baywatch thing. Go running as if you're going to save someone.
Build a sandcastle. Entertain your...
He wants to build a sandcastle.
I went to one of the skin points. I shouldn't have shown very much.
So if you're just tuning in, you missed the exploration part of the stream. Oh, 149. Jelly Bean, thank you. Thank you, Jelly Bean, for the $1.49. But earlier in the stream, we went for a walk around the beach. And checked out part of the town here. Now we're just kind of being lazy. Pete's Dad Bod says, nice view. And I sincerely apologize to anyone who sent super chats and I missed it. Well, this kind of weather, the iPhone dims the screen, I guess, to protect it from overheating. And it makes it kind of easy to miss things. Less talky, more water sounds. I get it. How's that? Is the audio better? Marge said low audio. Did that fix it? No, I'm just using the iPhone. I put the microphone there. Oh, the mic is okay. You know what? Let's try it with just the iPhone for now. There we go. No more wireless mics. We're just doing the straight out of the phone audio. You can hear the ocean better, but not my voice. All right, let's do just ocean sounds for a minute. Jenny K, $10 for the sound of the ocean and for Bart to bury me into the ocean, into the sand. Jenny K, thank you so much for the $10. We'll ask Bart if he'll bury me into the sand or in the sand. Do not steal our stuff. You thieves. Let's go see if we can find Bart. His real name is Dahan, by the way. Dana. Dana, 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 dana.
Very crowded over there.
There's a what?
Very crowded.
Yeah, the other beach is way more crowded.
We got this beach to ourselves. Great.
Yeah, it's way better on this side. Yeah, the other beach is packed. There's like a... Oh, shit. I gotta keep the...
I'll let you know if it's great. But yeah.
Someone sent me $10 for you to bury me in the sand.
Don't tempt me. I guess you have to do what the father said.
I don't have to do what they...
Well, they did pay you, so...
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
You don't want to rip them off, and you better get their money's worth, so... I will bury you. Kind of like weird, and people are like, hey, it's this grown man burying another grown man. But it can be done.
There you go. Jenny K, he says he will absolutely bury me. All right, let's see. Yeah, so there's like a billion people in the ocean. Off in that direction. I don't know if you can see clearly. Whoa, sorry. Dahan is correct. I am obligated to be buried.
What's that? So
You're gonna get buried. Should I tempt fate, see how far I can bring the gimbal into the ocean? Your job is to make sure no one runs away with their shit.
That's fine.
I'm gonna throw my gimbal into a first person mode here. I am shoulder deep now. I'm holding this thing as high as I can. Things you shouldn't do while live streaming. Okay. I feel like the Statue of Liberty here. There's Bart. Okay, it's not that bad. But every once in a while, I end up getting in pretty deep. Krista getting nervous.
I don't want to rent a paddleboard.
Whoa! Look what I found floating in the water. I believe this was my own 20 baht from my pocket. What are the odds of that? Sorry, Thailand, for littering. That was... Holy shit. I just completely forgot I had money in my pocket, littered it into the ocean, and then I better go put this back. And this water is green, and the money is green. let's say goodbye to Bart for now. I thought I got lucky finding money, but it was my own money, because I'm an idiot. Delaying the inevitable, time to get buried. One sec, guys, I gotta check something. All right. Did I lose all my money? No. Clark Kent says Thailand is so safe. You can't lose stuff if you try. Clark Kent says Thailand is so safe. Are there water snakes in Thailand? No. Not that I know of. Guys, I cannot read the chat on my streaming iPhone, so I have the chat up on my other phone here. And I've plugged in the wireless mic. There's some jet skis off in the distance. And as good as this mango smoothie is, I think it's time for a real beverage, don't you? So we're going to have a Singha. Ooh, I am covered in sand. I'm going to go rinse my booty off backside is all sandy. Just gonna go deep enough. There we go. I believe that got most of it. And cheers to cerveza numero uno of the day, as I mash together various languages, none of which are local to this country. Ooh, that tastes good. That tastes really good. As I watch myself on my own stream, there he goes again, shaking his body, says H Hustle. Shotgun the next beer. Is the water around 30°C? No. Do you not have a cooler full? No. Here comes Dehan. Why don't you go pose for the camera? There we go. Jenny K says if I twerk, she's done. David, the beer is, I believe, 5%.
Is it beer o'clock now?
It is beer o'clock. So the green buses to the pier, a private bus is 200 baht. Or it's for, I think, for both of us. Or it's 20 baht if we wait for one to get full. Julie says that weather is coming in quickly. I don't know what it is you speak of. Bart O'Clock. Hello, Maple Dubs. So again, if you're just tuning in, I think the adventurous part of the stream is over with and done. Where I walked down the beach and into town a little bit. We're just in full relaxation mode here. And I'll be doing this, I think, I don't know how much longer we'll be on the stream, but I'll be here for...
Aren't I supposed to bury you first?
No, you're not going to bury me. How old is Dehan? Someone's asking how old Dehan is. Dehan is... His age has two numbers in it, a 4 and a 4. Let's see if you can figure that one out. I always say my age is 2. I go a 3 and a 4. I'll accept either ordering of that.
Still young at heart.
Julie says clouds to the left. I don't think there's rain in the forecast. Is Bart single? Are you single, Bart?
I am.
There you go. He is. Sorry, Jenny K. Your super chat, much like Dehan's request for Air Canada compensation, has been denied. Okay, I'm asking, where's my belt bag? It's right next to me. Chris Outdoors says, Wi-Fi or data? I am streaming with data, but I'm reading the chat with Wi-Fi, if that makes sense. Thank you, April Dubs. Dehan has cracked open his Singha. No, thank you. Get some coconut. No name asking how are flight prices to these days. If you want to play roulette with Air Canada, about $2,000 round trip. Air India, I think, was a little bit cheaper, but do you want to fly Air India to Thailand? I'll let you be the judge of that. I'm only talking one connection or less flights. Cathay Pacific and Eva Air both coming in around $2,700, $2,800. They used to be like the cheapest and best options. The pandemic really screwed things up.
I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get my compensation from Air Canada.
I told them the whole story about that earlier on the trip. Or on the stream. I think the gimbal is a little slanted. Let's see if I can fix that. Karen says, hey, Air India isn't that bad. Never flown it, don't know. It was just the only one connection or less flight that was cheaper than Air Canada. I think he can, Jellybean. I think he has. Grizzly says Air Canada was recently rated the worst major airline in North America. You know what, though? When it goes right, it's not that bad. Like the 787 Dreamliner from Toronto to Amsterdam was a significantly better experience than the 777-300 KLM flight from Amsterdam to Bangkok. Like, Air Canada blew KLM out of the water. It was more comfortable. They're dealing with a superior plane. The Dreamliner is one of the best long-haul planes there are. But even like on a service level, so yeah, like that's one of the frustrating things. When Air Canada gets it right, they get it right. Like it is solid. But unfortunately, I think there's so much shitty bureaucracy and bad decisions behind the scenes, and they can't get their shit together. And all too often, it doesn't go right. Hey, there goes Bart. At least the door stayed on during the flight. Julie says not on everything. That was for on-time performance, but they win awards every year for their international service. Yeah. Their international service, when it works well. I've never had a bad overseas AC flight, and I can't say that about just about any other airline I've flown multiple times. That said, when you're at the airport or if you're flying Air Canada domestically, good luck. It's often a gong show. Jellybean says the cabin pressure. Yeah, the cabin pressure is different on the Dreamliner, but the Dreamliner also handles turbulence way better. And it's got way bigger windows. And it tends to be configured in a 333, where 777s, they tend to go 343. I just think the Dreamliner is a superior long-haul plane. The A350 is another great plane. I've only been on a few A350s. But I think I like that one even better than the Dreamliner. Never been on an A380, but we saw one. Yeah, Christine, that is true. What else did Bart do on his birthday? We went to Cowson Road, and then he got a bit of a sore tummy, so we just went back to the hotel. Have you ever taken a girlfriend with you on these trips? Yes. We'll leave it at that. Julie says Cathay flies the 350 to Toronto. They weren't flying that, I think, prior to 2019. But in Amsterdam, we were fortunate enough, I think it was in Emirates or Etihad, I can't remember, but we saw an A380 on the tarmac rolling in, and it just looked magnificent. Did the scorpion hurt your stomach? No. Maple Dub says, as a former aircraft maintenance technician, you have to say Boeing is much easier to work with on an Airbus, but isn't the Boeing much more likely to, fall out of the sky mid-flight? Grizzly Giant says, did you find out why my original flight got turned around to Vancouver? No, I did not. Maybe somewhere online there's someone on like Flyer Talk or the Air Canada subreddit who mentioned that. But definitely dodged a bullet on that one. I can't imagine if we got on a standby flight to Vancouver that would have had like a 20-minute connection time. So let's say after all those cancellations and delays, we got on the standby flight, we made it to Vancouver, we ran to the gate, we made it to a connecting flight to Bangkok, and 6 hours over the ocean it turns around and comes back to Vancouver. I mean, that would have been a massive kick in the face. That's why Boeings are easier to work on, less bolts. You know what they say, if it's what's the saying? If it's Boeing, I ain't going. The 380 is the albatross of planes. When the pandemic hit, the 380 seemed like a disastrous choice, but once travel started resuming, demand really kicked up for the 380, and I think most of them are recommissioned. David says, what time is it there? It is 10:45. Maybe 11 o'clock will be a good time to end the stream. We'll just chill here with the ocean for 15 more minutes, finishing this beer. Sheena says, so all these flight delays were a blessing in disguise. Yeah, it seems so. Well, this has certainly evolved into my laziest live stream ever. You have enough clothes for this trip with your carry-on? Easily. My carry-on is quite light, actually. Marge says, what are your plans for the rest of the day? Loafed around here till about 12:30 or 1, and then maybe I'm going to make a video going across the island. And then maybe I'm going to do a resort review video, or I might do that one tomorrow. I've got to make a thumbnail for tomorrow's video, or I guess tonight for you guys. Krista says, a blessing in disguise. Huh. Chris says, have I been to Vietnam? I was in Vietnam on this channel less than a year ago. Dehan, your mission is to bury Johnny before you leave the island. Maybe we'll go into the ocean one more time. Do another in-plane review. I think I'm flying 777s all the way back to Toronto. Puka seashell. Deckless review next video. Julie feeling like she's almost there. Did I say 737? I meant 777 300s. But what's funny, the flight from Bangkok to the next airport, we are in premium economy. When we got to choose our seats, when we bought our tickets, it offered premium economy at no additional charge. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. Is that another gaffe by Air Canada? We'll find out. Oh, someone next to me is getting coconut juice. Go to the business class window bathroom so we can have a loo with the view. Yep. When will I be back in Toronto? I don't know, Gertej, maybe about a week. What body of water is that in front of me? That is the Gulf of Thailand. We'll go back into the ocean one more time.
No paddleboard.
Dehan wants to paddleboard.
Board. You bought?
Over right next to the hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, we might be seeing some paddleboarding action coming up. I made enough super chat money, now back on Emirates. I don't know, wherever Action Kid is in the world right now, if you're watching, I think you screwed up. You should have came and joined us in Thailand. Now's the time of the day when I just kind of want to pass out. What does Bart do for work? We used to work together, actually. White Lotus 3 is filming in Thailand. White Lotus is excellent. Marge says lol. AK is going live right now. Make sure Bart wears a shirt or applies sunscreen if he goes paddleboarding.
Check. In an hour.
All right, Bart. Post-beer nap time, maybe. If I just pass out and the stream runs until my battery dies, I hope you understand. Johnny snores. All right, when Bart gets back, we'll go wander into the ocean a bit. How would someone that only eats meat and potatoes survive there? You can find that. But the food here is pretty excellent. Christina says, I need a career change. I don't see Bart returning yet. He went to go rent a paddleboard. Rent him a life jacket. I think he can handle himself out there. I can swim well enough to get myself out of trouble, but I generally don't go deeper than when I can bounce off the ocean floor and get my head above water. And I haven't seen Dehan out any further than that either. Most people tend not to go further than that. Marge says Bart has 3 minutes. Aren't I afraid of sea monsters? No. I am looking down the beach. I do not see him returning. Does Thailand have Uber, Lyft / Grab? They have Grab, but even better than Grab is Bolt. It's a little bit cheaper. We were taking Bolt to get around Bangkok. And for longer trips, you can just get a private car service. That's how we got here from our hotel in Bangkok. Cam wishes the ocean sounds put you to sleep, only studying does that for you. Am I feeling hungry yet? No. Todd says maybe Daehan is suddenly no longer single, or at least temporarily so, maybe. It seems very unlikely given the locale, but maybe. Grizzly says that dude sucked in his gut when the ladies walked by. All right, Bart. Maybe it's time for me to go into the ocean here. I'm going to leave the camera where it is. I'm not going to be able to see the chat. But we're going to go into the water. I do not see Daehan anywhere. Apparently it's a very long and complicated process to get a bodyboard here. Unless that's Daehan way out there in the middle, who just fell off. Well, that's a paddleboard. Maybe that is him. I think that's Daehan. I think he's way out there. Way out there on the paddleboard. He just tried to stand up. And he almost fell off. That's him. If you can see my finger, that little speck in the center of your screen. Maybe I can come back and we can zoom in on him a little bit. But that's me. That's totally Daehan. That little cheeky monkey never even came by to say that he got it. He just went straight into the drink with it. All right, I'm waist high now in the giant Gulf of Thailand. I waved at Day. Day! That is him. He's waving. So he never came back. He just went to the ocean. Or Gulf. Ooh, yeah, that feels good when the water hits you from behind. There he is. He's way out there too. I'm imagining that thing is tethered to him somehow. All right, cue the Baywatch music. Few rocks you got to be careful of here. I'll pick the camera up and see if we can zoom in on Daehan. Make sure I didn't miss any chats. I'm just drying my fingers off so I can use the zoom. I'm going to take the audio for a sec. Alright, so wait. There's Daehan. I feel like I'm David Attenborough doing one of his nature documentaries. The Canadian species out of his natural habitat has found his way to an unfamiliar place, hanging on for dear life as he does something unnatural to his people and his kind. Come on, fall, you bastard. We're all just watching to see him fall. Someone said Daehan's pretty good. No, thank you. They're blocking our view of Daehan, man. It is getting very hard to keep the camera on Daehan. So we won't. Christine says, Johnny, get a bodyboard. There he is, way the F out there. He's by far the furthest person out in the water that I can see. Dehan needs a body camera. Yeah, I hope he can swim too. Oh, where'd he go? I missed him. Did he just fall in? I think he's way out there. I don't see him. I think that's him way out there lying down. Yeah, I don't even think I could get out that far without dying myself. He's gone to Canada now. I didn't know he had a paddle out there on that board. Well, he seems to be doing fine. He's back up on the board. All right, we don't have to worry about Dehan. But I do think I should probably end this. The battery is very, very low on my iPhone. I don't think Dehan needs saving, but I do think this stream is gonna come to a finish. Let me put the mic back on. All right, guys, I think that's about it for this one. I want to thank everyone who tuned in. I want to thank our mods for their great work, channel members, Patreon supporters, YouTube channel members, and just everyone who watched. It was a lot of fun. We walked around the beach and around town for a bit, and then I got super lazy. Bought a mango smoothie and had a beer at the beach. I'm going to go back to lying around, but my iPhone 15 Pro is just about out of juice. I apologize to anyone who sent a super chat and I missed it, but thanks to the mods for catching it. Tiana says, one of my favorite streams. Johnny Catnap's next. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do something along those lines. But thank you, Jillian, Christine, Camley, Novelle Koss, Julie, Marge, Cam, and everyone else. Thank you to Bart as well. But that is about it. Yeah, I got my microphone clipped to my sunglasses as I squint like crazy. I'm going to go back into the ocean for a bit, but we'll do that part off stream. I don't need to subject you guys to this glorious dad bod any further. Next time I go live, I don't know if it's going to be from this island again or somewhere else, but it should be in about a day and a half to 2 days time. I go live about every other day. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We might do this again, we might not. But thank you guys. Not sure what video is up on the channel tomorrow at 9 a.m. EST, but rest assured there will be something premiering. All right, back to paradise for me. Stay warm, stay safe, and I will catch you on the next one. Yoink. Yeah, yoink. Thanks, guys.